Hi Libra, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of December, I have two sales offers available. One, it's a 2020 sneak peek reading. So it's a yearly reading that looks ahead upon what kind of major themes, challenges, and opportunities might be presented to you in the next year. And the other one, it's called The Gift from the Universe. It's a reading that was created thinking about this Christmas season we are on, and it's a reading that focuses solely on bringing positive information, good news to the front, what kind of good manifestations might be coming your way. So if you would like to know more info about those specials or any other of my services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So I feel like mid-December presents this understanding for some of you Libras that you have to do something about a situation that you have been kind of tiptoeing around. It's like a feeling of you're being called to make a decision, to make a commitment, to go in a certain direction, but there has been some ambiguity, some duality about this issue, whatever it is, and you're coming to terms with that, like accepting that it's perhaps a complex, issue that you have like postponed long enough, but mid-December tells you, okay, it's time to be serious about this, because for some of you, the fact that you have not been making some sort of important decisions has been in a way blocking and delaying good things to come into your life, such as abundance and healthier sense of connection with your own being and with others. And it feels like some of you, you're so scared of consequences, with the judgment being here. It's like it might be that it's not really about not knowing. I feel like some of you, it's not an issue of indecision anymore. It's like it's not about not knowing what you need to do to achieve that greatness, to achieve that abundance, to achieve that love level that I was speaking about. But it's more about the consequences, like the aftermath that you're predicting that certain, decisions will create. And some of you are concerned with family, like a family impact of some sort. So this could be, decisions that affect your family, or something that feels like your foundation, your security zone. Some of you are nervous with new beginnings, and they are being presented all over. It's like the more some of you try to, delay and hold here the reign of, hold here the reign of something that needs to move forward, but you're like, not yet, not yet, not yet. The more new beginnings will be presenting to you. I feel like mid-December for some of you Libras is abundant with new beginning energy. So for those that are willing to embrace new opportunities, I feel like it's going to be a great mid-month, because you also have here the Empress. So there's definitely a feeling like for those that are, letting a little bit here your guard down and easing on your control issues, because some of you might have some control issues that are also interfering in the situation. For those of you that are able to just gradually put your guard down, you are attracting. The Empress is an energy of Venus. Venus is about attraction, okay, what we effortlessly bring into our energy field. So some of you, as you put your guard down, you're really drawing in really good things. For some of you, this could be also a matter dealing with, I feel like some of you, your self-esteem perhaps has been a little bit hindered, or you're just not in the best levels, let's put it that way. And also mid-December, for those of you that have been struggling with insecurities when it comes to your image or when it comes to your creative potential, I feel like you will be overcoming. The judgment is a call here to overcome old, skin. So it's almost like some of you could be making some sort of makeover as well. So you could be changing your looks, or you could be changing, the decor of your spaces, or changing something around, beautifying it, putting more of that Libra positive energy into your space and into your body and into your relationships, putting a lot of that beauty and love as well into the connections you're forming. And some of you could be having an important connection forming during this time. For those of you, there might be a second chance percentage that feels like a new beginning. So it's again that vibe of it's a new beginning. That for some of you, it's about leveling up to another state of being and relating, perhaps with the same person, but it's in a different level. Perhaps you and a partner have outgrown your problems, and now you're ready to really try to relate with one another in a much more healthier way and in a way that it's new. There's something about reinventing your relationships during mid-December that also seems um, positive and advisable, if again Libras allow it, because the Seven of Wands is an energy of defensiveness and it's your challenge. Some of you might be seeing, attack where there is none, or some of you might be afraid again to let someone in. It could be this Empress, it could be any person that you're scared to let in, even though some of you want to, because you don't want to lose yourself into something that could be a waste of time. I feel like some of you are afraid of, like the flickering, flame here. It's like you don't want things to be so casual or temporary. Perhaps some of you Libras are just not ready yet. I keep getting like you're not ready yet to commit, or you're not ready yet to move forward with something that feels more intimate, so more about love or romance. And for some of you, I feel like you're accepting this. You're accepting a side of you or a part of you that comes to this honest, realization and, conclusion that perhaps the issue has not been in others. It has been more upon you really not being yet available as you would like to be. And so you have been attracting people that are as well non-committal or commitment phobic. And perhaps you have not seen that as a reflection of you. And for some of you, you are. Some of you are understanding that there are issues of relationships that are more about you than about the other that you have been dealing with. And it could be because of this, work that needs to be done when it comes to the Empress energy. Some of you, if you have not been feeling like yourself, if you have not been feeling, like in control, empowered in your own being, if you don't feel valued, if you don't feel deserving of love, that's going to affect tremendously, right, what you will be dealing with outside. So for some of you that are coming to honest realizations when it comes to the work that you need to put into yourself when it comes to appreciation, okay, adoration, actually, appreciation, adoration, looking at yourself as this gorgeous human being that you are, and not expecting just others to see that. So it's an kind of an inside out, experience of beauty and love, and that's truly going to help you come to terms with situations where honesty has been absent. So it's again the feeling like your dealings, being with family, being with love, being with friends, being with work, something has not been operating in this again inside out, you know, inside out dynamic, which means that you have either lived too much for appearances, you have been dealing with your relationships with masks, or you have been hidden, blocking out any type of human interaction, and you have been hiding and not connecting. So both are difficult and challenging experiences, because we need um, you know uh, we need connection. And for those of you, it's not about pleasing, okay, and so wearing a mask to please others, and it's neither about fully shutting people out of your life or shutting down to relationships. It's about learning to be in relationships in a much more aware state of being, honest state of being, where you're not hiding who you are, but you're also not, you know, pushing the people away because in reality you're afraid that they're going to judge you or not love you for who you are. It's a matter of acceptance of your own. I feel like some of you, you know, you have a lot of things that you're still experiencing, that it's intense, and mid-December can be a very intense mid-month experience because judgment pulls you out of that feeling of let me be. When judgment is calling, it's again that very loud calling to honesty and to look at situations with seriousness. We cannot play around, fool around. We cannot pretend it's not, you know, valid. It's not important. We cannot pretend we don't have the time for it. It's like the time has come to judgment, which means that you need to analyze carefully everything that you're dealing with, okay, during mid-December, to allow you to actually achieve the freedom or the freer state you want to achieve in anything in your life where you feel like you have been held back. And as I was saying in the beginning, for some of you Libras, you know what needs to be done. It's just a matter of doing it. Again, coming to the front and, you know, trusting that whatever gets burned, whatever gets, you know, affected by this move of yours, whatever happens is for a higher good, right? It's for a higher good, even if it doesn't feel right away. But I keep getting like you can't delay something anymore. If you want to feel better and have better coming into your life, I feel like for some of you there might be also apologies here. For some that this judgment moment already happened. It could be that now it's about, you know, picking up the pieces of whatever this type of experience brought down. Okay, it's picking up the pieces and perhaps seeing what's left and what you can work with what's left, and perhaps, you know, apologizing or receiving a very much needed apology if this was someone that impacted you with their own choices where you felt like I feel like some of you felt like thrown under the bus, or like you were sacrificed amongst, you know, a situation that perhaps were involved with family, and you didn't have any, you know, direct guilt or responsibility in it, but you were caught in the middle. Like, for example, when, you know, parents get divorced and they have the tendency to put the child in the middle, or even other family members, they can, you know, end up hurting that child or that other people by just involving them in drama that they shouldn't if they were more conscious. So it could be that you were thrown in the middle of a situation, family-wise in particular, or work as well, that was really unfair. And it could be that someone is coming up here to admit their fault. Or if you were the one doing this, it could also be that you are, again, apologizing. I feel like some of you feel like you have lost something as well, and mid-December might still bring that feeling of that sensation of loss. Could be like something being gone, absent from your life. Could be impactful and also causing you some issues when it comes to fulfillment, because the Empress is your advice, and the Empress is advising you to look up to ways to profoundly nurture your own being. So the Empress is the mother energy, right? The mother takes care, the mother nourishes, nurtures, gives a lot of love, a lot of affection, a lot of patience to their to her creations, being, you know, her children, being her achievements, being whatever that she puts out in the world. So the Empress's advice is not only to love yourself more and put yourself a little bit higher when it comes to the type of quality person you are, but it's also about, don't forget to give yourself what you need, to feed your soul, your heart, your body, your mind properly, to give yourself in times where maybe you feel empty, void, lonely, whatever it is, because again, that feeling of loss that some of you experience, when you feel that loss strongly, connect with what can fulfill you, things that are very positive for you. And the Empress usually deals with, material comforts or creative pursuits. So, being in one way or another, you can find a lot of fulfillment from those sources to help you ease up here again. Wounds that you're still again healing from. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, donating to my channel all over the year. Thank you so much. I want to wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.